Okay, so here we go. Here's my little project, trying something new. Aquaponics system, stemming from hobbying and hydroponics and gardening. But this takes it a step further, and you have big water tanks down here that the water can flow into, or my grow tray there, which is going to hold a growing medium, probably pea pebbles, floods out down here and into these tanks. These tanks are going to hold some fishies. I don't know yet. I'm thinking I might do catfish or trout. When it comes here, we got a tier system going down into 3 different buckets. We got 2 more over there we're going to try and do. And here's my pump working away. It comes here up through this tube over to my ball valve so I can control the flow. But my pump is a little weak for the height that I have my grow bed at right now as compared to where the pump is. So my ball valve is open all the way and the pump is full flow, but is a little weak. And let me show you. Right here is where the water's coming in from my pump, the reservoir tank, and it pumps into here, which this is my filter. This is a biological filter that I built. Just took some square floor scrubbing pads. They're made for the buffing machines, and put them in the bottom as a good habitat for algae and bacteria to grow, because this is the only place I really want it to grow. That adds to the filtration system, and they eat up all the solid waste and turning it into the nutrients and everything that the plants would need to grow. And I have these pond plants in here, this water lettuce, to help add to the filtration system, and they help start the algae and the bacteria growing. And of course here is a siphon, my siphon tube, which when this water level reaches here to the top, to about right here, it'll cause the suction in the tube, sucking the water in and down into my feeder tube here. Where it comes down and splits off the two. My feeder flood tube is 3/4 of an inch, and I have it coming down to a reducer, reduce it to a 1/2 inch, and then split it off into 2 1/2-inch sides, coming off into 2 1/2-inch poly tubing pieces. And I have some end caps on them here, which are pretty cool ones because they have a cap that I can screw on here if I'd like. Put it on there and cap these off, and can punch holes in these and add single line feeder tubes and direct them out to each one of my plants that I put in here eventually if I would like. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with the whole flood and drain. And then here's my drain that I built. It's a siphon, bell siphon filter. Just a little grate there to protect, keep all the rocks and everything from going in and clogging up. And basically all we got here is this is a 4-inch shower drain. Oh, by the way, this tray is nothing but the floor out of an old shower that I just happened to pick up off of the side of the road. Just driving along, minding my own business, and saw it leaned up against a telephone pole for free, so I took it. Anyway, 4-inch shower drain. Took a piece of 2-inch PVC pipe, cut it off to about 5.5 inches, capped it off, You want to make sure you use the round caps too, so it has a nice rounded area in there. Helps with the suction. And then here's the actual drain itself. And this is nothing more than just a 1 3/4 inch coupling that I've pushed a big reducer in at the very bottom. Takes it from 1 3/4 down to a 1/2 inch. And then also right here, I've taken the top of a plastic water bottle, cut it off to fit, and then just glued it down in there. So you get that little bit of angle, and it helps create the spiral when the water flows into it and down, which increases your vacuum power to suck the water up, because it comes from the tray down in here, and then with this over it, it sucks the water up to the top and then down the drain. So it filters out all your media if you have to. Plus it adds to helping with the timing of the whole system, so you don't have to worry about adding more power for a complicated timing system, or even having to worry about just putting a simple mechanical timer on it, which that is okay, but you don't get the exact timing that you want with those. Now, so far my timing on this is just perfect. I'm working on right now finding out how long it takes for my filter to fill. I know it takes about 7 minutes for it to drain and fill this. Now, another interesting thing, this thing will flood and fill all the way to the top of this cap before it starts to drain out. So that's the beautiful thing about a siphon, bell siphon. And yeah, so 7 minutes it takes to fill the grow tray, give newts to the plants, and there we have the beginning of my aquaponics system. And hopefully I will make more updates as I go along and add more to it, get it built up, and get my biological media going. So thank you for looking, and stay tuned for more updates.